Time to log into the blockchain and find out what's the latest in Bitcoin and crypto in our Crypto Bro Show. Crypto Bros.
This segment brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Take your home or business to the next level with RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Call Ray or Mike at 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their fantastic work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Crypto Bros.
Here's the Crypto Bro himself, Orlando Alzugaray.
Welcome aboard. Yes, sir. It is Wednesday, and we're here at Hialeah Park. Yes, sir. How you feeling, Sean? Not feeling half as good as I am right now. Not about the election, but the reason what happened after the election. That's all I'm talking about. Yeah, baby. Woo! 75,857. Pushing 76. Damn, Sean, weren't you with me when we were talking about it when it was 16,000? Now it's 76,000. Isn't that like a $60,000 difference? Okay, we're the naysayers. Oh man, that was crazy, brother. That was crazy. That was crazy last night. I didn't see it coming. Okay, I got to admit, as you all know, I thought Harris would win. I thought Harris would win because the rhetoric from Trump, I thought would turn off people. But I learned something yesterday. And the good thing is that life, as it changes, you learn and you adjust. And one of the things that I learned is that the general public didn't care what Trump was talking about, ever. His crazy talk, it meant nothing to them. You know what meant to them? Change. And it didn't matter what it was. A friend of mine said to me, the best thing about the election was that it was like, what was the word I just used before? That the election, how they wanted it was undeniable. Let's put it that way. It was like landslide, undeniable, whatever it was. You wanted something either one way or the other for either candidate. You know why? The country spoke. And whether you like it or not, what are we going to do? It is what it is. You should have known what was coming once Jim Cramer said what he said, because inverse Cramer is 100%, dude. But it was a night where the country sent a message to one party and a decisive win. That's it. Decisive. That's it, George. It's the best part about it. It was a decisive win. You needed Harris to win decisive. You needed Trump to win decisive because the country spoke. It's over, bro. And to me, it wasn't so much that they wanted Trump. We have the Trumpies. Yeah, all that. But I don't think it's that people wanted Trump. I think people didn't want Biden and didn't want her because she's attached to Biden. And if I want to get a little deeper into politics, Biden was always a guy that was kind of in the middle, but he went to the left and he went too far left. And she's also progressive. So people saw that. They saw their pocketbooks. They saw their savings. I told you guys a couple of weeks back, didn't I say that people are going to vote with their pocketbooks? That's what they did. That's what they did. Both are going to be a disaster. Both are going to print like crazy. Trump is going to print like crazy. He printed $8 trillion the last time. He will print a lot more. That's why I keep telling you for 5 years now. Okay? Protect yourself from the Democrats. Protect yourself from the Republicans, because they're all going to print. So it's going to be his turn again to print. You understand? So it doesn't matter. Now, for businesses, for regulation, for crypto, all of that, it gets better because she did not open herself up to that. And throughout her campaign, she was not as open about crypto as he was. It's the country spoke, and they spoke loudly. Okay? And that's it. And whether you like it or you don't, whatever it is, I feel bad for you if you don't like it, because it is. I know that it's a really screwed up decision for this country, but it shows you how bad we have been cheated as Americans in the last 3 presidential elections, with Hillary and Trump, with Biden and Trump, and Harris and Trump. Terrible candidates all the way around. Nobody, all these people helped bury you in the process. They haven't helped you. And so we just added an extension to what's gone on, and especially the last 2 administrations that have printed 16 trillion. So, it sucks, but this is what we have to live with, and if you planned accordingly, and by the way, it's still not too late, you will at least be able to defend yourself from what's coming. But it's not like on this show we did not warn you ahead of time over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? And so, what can I tell you? It is what it is. The country spoke. Now we move on and we try to survive. Okay? So, love y'all, but we just got to adjust. My phone doesn't work with these glasses. Want to see? I got to check the latest and see if we've hit 76 here, because it says 857 the last time I checked here. So 76,000 would be nice. Would be nice. We'll be at 100 easily by the end of the year, as predicted on the show, as we told you on the show that it would happen. Oh man, thank you. Appreciate you, Ty in the Bronx. Thank you for the super chat already, man. Quick in there. Thank you. All right. By the way, as Bitcoin pumps now, we are going to then get the altcoin pump too. So if there's certain altcoins you like and you like investing in them, take advantage and hit it now while it's still at a low average. You know what I'm saying? Because the altcoin rally is coming. And if you've hung in there, as I've, talked about it for many years, that's why you take advantage of the dips and you wait patiently and you try to lower your average every single time. Like Hedera Hashgraph, it went into the 4-cent range. I took advantage of it. It was just one of those where I had to, okay, that's exactly where I wanted to lower it. And Hedera went in that area a couple of days ago, and I took advantage. I think it went back up to 5 cents. No, so it got out of that zone. But yeah, so I took advantage. So things like that, little things like that, are things that you try to take advantage of if you've invested. And all of you, by the way, congratulations. Those of you that have been in it for 4 years and you've been in an entire cycle, you have taken advantage. You have been able to DCA throughout. You have lowered your overall cost, and now you are going to benefit from it, because the bull run already started, but it starts to heat up more and more as the winter goes on. And so now we got to cross the election, which always gets a boost. Post-election comes a sick boost. Then we have the December pump, which is just sick, into the new year. This is why, and get ready. You're just going to see your crypto wallets just be green every day. Every day, you're going to see your Avalanche, pump or Polygon or your what's it called, Hedera, like I was just, talking polka dot that I love, all kinds. You're going to see them pump 75,959. We're about to hit 76, an all-time high, dog. Okay, 76. Yes, 76,000. We just hit it. Woo! It went back down to 75,986. Love it. Love it. I don't know if my man is watching. Is Dougie Fresh here? Is he watching? Dougie Fresh. So Dougie Fresh and Victoria gave me this shirt four plus years ago. I want to say something like that. 4 years ago, and at that time, obviously, I weighed a lot more. It was like I was in the 280s, I think, at that time. And so I told him, because this is an extra large. And so I told him, well, when I lose the weight, I will wear it. And I have lost the weight, but every time I forget to go, go find the shirt, because this is the first time I wear this Culture Club shirt. I've never had a Culture Club shirt. Okay. So, what do you want me to do? But anyway, so in joking, he gave me a Culture Club shirt at extra large. So he said, so when I look sexy, I can, put on my Culture Club shirt. So I'm a man of my word. I told you I would wear it when I lost the weight. So I lost the weight. My cardiologist, by the way, was very happy yesterday. He was like, you were at 270. You're at 238 right now. Really, it's like 236 because, I had shoes on and jeans and little food in my stomach and stuff. So a little cheating there. Okay. I'm a little lighter than that. Still fat, but, when you're in the high 280s and you're now around 236, so, I could get a little applause, right? Just a little bit, just a little bit. So I promised him that I would wear the shirt when I slimmed down, and there it is. First ever. I've never had a Culture Club shirt. I've never worn a Culture Club shirt. I would never buy a Culture Club shirt. But for Dougie and Victoria, the love and support that they have shown me on this show over the years is second to none. A little story for those of you that don't know. So Victoria runs this bar in Pensacola. Okay. And when I was in the Senior Bowl one of the years, they told me, hey, swing by. So I swung by. When I swung by and I sat down, they had a bottle of Fiji for me. Okay, right away. So I'm at the bar and they're giving me a bottle of Fiji. That's the kind of people that they are. And I have a Rush licensed Rush lunchbox that they provided. It's in the studio. And then I have the Devo. He wants the Devo mask back now that he needs it for future pandemics, and the Devo hat. And I have a Devo shirt also that they also sent me. And so this one was all in fun. So if I lost the weight, that I would wear a Culture Club shirt. So there you go. So how am I styling the Culture Club shirt? Am I styling a Culture Club shirt? Does it look like I can style a Culture Club shirt? Yeah, the markets are amazing, right? It was at 1,300 the last time I checked. Is it still around there? Where is it at 1,500 right now? Holy shit, the market is up 1,500. Oh man, people they spoke, bro. The rich are gonna get richer. So those are the people that are gonna really benefit. The average person is not, the middle class is going to get wiped out. We're all going to get wiped out. Either way, we're going to get wiped out with either side. But hey, it's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. It is what it is. What do we have here? NorCal is number one. It says home of the Finlaws, Grove Crew, Swin City, Slough Pod, Fins for Life, Jonathan Kago, Captain Saki, Robert T, Gary Gensler, you're fired. Yeah. I answered you there. Gensler fired. Warren, Yellen. Oh my God, we get rid of those useless turds. Thank the Lord, Jesus. Dougie Fresh, there he is. Big O, can I borrow back that Devo mask I gave Bill a few years ago? I'm speaking at a renewable energy conference in the Panhandle of Florida on Friday. I may be spit on. I need a Dairy Queen hot dog. Oscar Rojas is in. Ray Sosa, Gus, One Eyed Jack, Luis Medina. Luis, I got you, bro. Notare, Luis Medina, the original, he says. Rosendo, Brian Radke, Chris Johnson, Dolphin. Afternoon from a little muggy Charlotte, North Carolina. Uber Beaner, Trump. Let's go, America. Let's see. Murphy. Big O, even though you hate Trump because you're irrational, he's going to make you a lot of money. They were going to both make me a lot of money. They were both going to, not a lot of money. I wish it was a lot of money. It would be at least some money so I can pay some bills. If I had big money, then I could retire. Yeah, at least I'll be able to pay some bills. But the bottom line is both of them would have taken care of anybody that invested in Bitcoin because both of them are going to print irrationally. You know what I'm saying? So Uberbiner printing $8 trillion his last go around is rationally? Is that rational? Devaluing our currency by a record-breaking $8 trillion. Nobody's ever done that. Trump printed a quarter of our total deficit. Is that irrational or not? Dude, you don't want to get in this discussion with me. You just don't. You're going to lose and lose badly because you're a cheerleader. Because you don't know shit, bro. That's why. You're a fucking cheerleader. That's what you are, bro. You have no facts, no nothing. The guy released all the restrictions on banks. Then we had banks collapsing a couple of years later. All the damage that they do is after they leave the office. It's not while they're there. But people like you don't know anything. You're just cheerleaders. Yeah, he's going to make me some money, but he was going to make, so was the other one. Now, the other one would have taxed me more. No doubt about that. But I'm not happy about the direction of the country for either way. I don't like Harris. I never liked Biden. I ripped him for 4 years, and I don't like Trump. The good thing is, by Trump winning, the Republicans are pro-Bitcoin. Trump's an idiot. He was pushing Uberbiner. He was pushing the dollar 6 months ago. And then his sons and everybody else convinced him about Bitcoin. The idiot thought the dollar was the way to go. Those of us that are smart, we've been on Bitcoin for a while, and we understand it way before Donald Trump ever understood it. He probably still doesn't understand. He's just grifting, bro. But I mean, it is what it is. Look, I don't lie to myself about what Harris and the Democrats are. I don't lie to myself about what Trump and the Republicans are. You can lie to yourself because you're a cheerleader, but not me, dude. I'm an American. So I'm going to do what's best for Americans. And I'm going to be honest to all of you out there, left or right, and tell you what's wrong with each side of the party. And that's it. Look, man, Americans were tired of watching you give money to refugees that are coming in and people are homeless, kids are starving, schools don't have enough. People are pissed. They watch you send billions, and I understand the cause for it, but it's the optics of it all. You're sending billions to a country, and meanwhile, your country's going to shambles. People, it's optics. Optics cost them. That's just the way it is. And so whether you're a Dem, you don't want to, I've had some people unfollow me today because of their Dems and their hardcore Dems. And it's not that I'm praising one side or the other. I'm just telling you what's wrong with both sides. Because I'm not a fan of either side. I'm not a cheerleader like you, Uber Beaner. I'm actually not an uninformed, unintelligent cheerleader like you, Uber Beaner. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have no response to printing 8 trillion. You'll go right over it. You'll leave it alone because there's no response to it. You have no defense because there is no defense. There's no defense to the amount of money that Trump and Biden printed in the last 8 years. No defense. But you can be a cheerleader if you want, a Democratic cheerleader or a Republican cheerleader. You're both wrong, and you sound. I had a guy on Twitter today tell me that money printing is not bad. It's good for the economy. It saved us in 1928, he said. Like I didn't even bother. Like you don't bother. Yeah, you didn't even bother to answer people like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're into money printing, Uber Beaner, since you are, you got your president for it, bro. You got your record-breaking president. In fact, he'll set a new record this time around and break his last record. And if Biden broke his, because we don't know his final numbers yet, because it's going to be right around Trump, 7, 8, maybe even 9. Trump will then beat that. But hey, man, stay a fan of printing money. Rosendo, Chris Johnson, Brett Dodger. Let's see, George Albanese, true Finn fan. He not only won the electoral, won the popular. The public only cared about economy, cost of living. America spoke and spoke loudly. That's it, bro. And respect it. That's it. You don't like it? Too bad. Respect it. Protect yourself. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Protect yourself. Vote for the Big O Radio Show by remembering to smash the like button and ring the subscribe bell. Let it play. Thank you, Jay. Protect yourself. Remember, you can support our program by making a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation. You know that little thing that just keeps rising and rising and rising, and it's holding now at 76,000 and rising. Let's see. Chris Johnson in Cali. COVID had a lot to do with those big money bills. Yeah, bro. Yeah, all of that. All that. And the shutdown, and people lost their businesses and they lost their careers. And that lingers into this election because it's the same policies and all that kind of stuff, dude. It's just a lot of things. America spoke, bro. That's it. And Trump wins because really they said it didn't really matter who the Republican was going to be. You were going to win because they just wanted change. Like I said on Twitter, you want to know who I think could win? Easily, Josh Shapiro from Pennsylvania. But this is not the time for a Jewish governor to try to run for presidency. And by the way, many of you told me on Twitter yesterday, oh, I didn't vote for Harris because she didn't pick Shapiro. I didn't like Waltz. Guess what? Blessing for Shapiro. Now he's not tied to Harris. He's away from all that mess, Harris and Biden. Now Trump goes for 4 years, right? And I'm sure he'll create a mess. And then Shapiro can run on his own in 2028, stand on his own, and be the best candidate in the country. Because in my eyes, Josh Shapiro is the most complete politician we have right now to run for presidency. But while what's going on in the Middle East, yeah, it's not a good time for Shapiro at this moment. 4 years from now, in 2028, when people will be looking for a fresh start and a fresh face, and a guy that's really got it all together. He's really more in the middle, actually, as a Democrat. He's not really on the far left or any of that. And he has a lot of right values, actually, because he's actually like a Bitcoiner too at the same time. You know what I mean? So yeah, this guy I think has the chance, but that's something that the problem is the last 12 years we've had terrible candidates on both sides. I think Shapiro would be the one guy. That's the one guy that I would look at and say got a little potential there for 2028, and he got lucky. He didn't get tied to Harris. Staying away from Harris, best thing for him. Best thing for him. So anyway, off work. So I have Big O on the big screen. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Chase 1, Anthony B. H bar is my number one holding, then Doge. Wow, really? Okay. I love H bar, but all number one holdings should be Bitcoin and nothing else. There's no second. There's no third. There's no fourth. There's no fifth. Number one in every portfolio should be Bitcoin. Number 2 should be Ethereum. You want H bar 3? Okay. You want to put an altcoin at 3? Fine. Portfolios, if you tell me your number 1 isn't Bitcoin and number 2 isn't Ethereum, I would tell you you're not maximizing your portfolio. And you're not also protecting yourself with the best assets in crypto. I love H bar. Love H bar. Just bought some more. Love H bar. Don't get me wrong. I think the hash graph is going to really succeed. The feds are going to be on it. So, I get it. But I'm just telling you, because I've been very consistent on this. All portfolios, please, Bitcoin and Ethereum, please, please, please. That is your Apple, that is your Tesla, that is your Amazon, that is your Microsoft stock. That's your big 7. That's what Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana have become, by the way. I think Solana is also, there. For me, that's kind of also I've accumulated the Solana too over time. Let's see. What else do we have? Dolphin 13, Chase 1, Alexis Palenzuela, Anthony B. Yeah, no, Trump is free now. He's going to get all those charges dropped now. George Alexander, he needed to get elected. Let's see. Anthony Castro, Brandon Meadows. Too many people fight each other, unfriend over the stupidity of politics. I stay away from these combos because I don't do the insult game. Yeah. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. Exactly. Before you follow Democrats and Republicans. There you go. Let's see. The printing is obviously not good and unsustainable, but not the number one reason. Yes, it is the number one reason for inflation. The number one reason. Number one reason is that you can't print 30 trillion in the last 4 presidents and flood the streets with 30 trillion more. That's why it devalues. That's why your candy bar that used to cost 50 cents now costs $1.25. It's not that the candy is worth more, and it's not that your house that used to be worth 500 is worth 750. It's not that the property value went up. It's that your money was devalued. And they throw more and more into the streets. That's what they've done in third world countries. That's why El Salvador's money was all over in the streets. That happens all over this world now. With a lot of these countries that their money's becoming useless because they keep printing and printing and printing. We're doing the same thing. This presidential run will lead us into hyperinflation. Didn't matter who it was going to be, Trump or Harris. We're in a debt-ridden society. In order to run it, they have to run more debt and print more. So they're going to print 10 trillion more. That is the dumbest thing in the world to think that's our number one problem with our economy. Number one problem. You cannot catch up. As you keep printing, you keep putting in the debt, And do you know how much we pay? Like, I think it's like it's somewhere in the neighborhood of like $1 trillion in just interest every couple of months. Just interest on our debt. And guess who's paying that? Our kids. So all of that money that George Bush, Obama, Trump, and Biden printed, all our kids are going to have to carry all that debt, that extra $30 trillion. So, and it's going to be worse because then now Trump will print 10 trillion more. So we're already at 36 trillion. It'll easily be 46 to 48 trillion by the time he gets out of office. Who pays for that? All our kids. Our kids and our kids' kids. They have to pay for all of that. It's terrible, dude. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. I saw footage from the recent Morrissey concert in Dallas. It was shut down. You saw it due to the fans rushing the stage. Dumbass people on why we can't have nice things. This has been a thing for Morrissey his entire career since he was with the Smiths. They want to rush the stage and hug him and touch him, and he's pretty cool about it, actually. As much as Morrissey looks like a complete dick a lot of times, right? He comes off it in interviews and all that, very standoffish and very like an asshole sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But there's this thing about him that people just want to touch. And I've been to so many of his concerts, and the amazing part is it's like they're all hypnotized because it's male, it's female, it's young, it's middle-aged, it's old. I saw a woman that was easily in her 60s in Las Vegas. And I went to 3 of his concerts in Las Vegas in the Coliseum. Okay? And I put the over and under with my wife and my daughter. I go, I'm going to count, and it went, I think, over 50 during those three concerts. And I told them, yeah, it'll go over 40 easily. It went over 50. Okay. And I saw a woman who was like in her 60s climb up on stage. And you know, Sean, she was so old, the poor woman, it was a challenge for her just to climb up to the stage. And she was so slow to climb up to the stage that the security guard was there waiting for her already. Whereas these people, they climb up and run to him. You know what I mean? They try to beat the roadie that's on the side of the stage because they're on the outside of the stage. They're coming up from the stage and running to him, or right from in front of him, or whatever, and they jump up. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. She gets up and like he grabs her and he just guides her to. And I felt terrible for her because I was like, dude, she's in her 60s. Everyone else has touched the guy. Let her go over there and have 1 second with Morrissey. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I've never seen that. Never seen that. I've seen women get up on stage to go grab a lead singer. That happens all the time, dude. Yeah, one woman here, there, random, whatever. I've never seen this with an artist that it's men, women, old, young, middle age, whatever age, and they all want to touch him, dude. It's like I have no idea. It reminds me of, I'm gonna go like off the beaten path here. They put on the mask. There's a little thing that was in the back of the mask. It's Halloween 3. And then the tune comes out on the television, 8 more days for Halloween, Silver Shamrock. And then it hypnotizes them. Remember that? Terrible. That was the only Halloween that was like, what did that have to do with the original theme of Halloween? So that's what it reminds me of. These people have like something and they are like zombie, like I've got to touch him. Yeah. Yeah, it's an odd thing, the love that Morrissey has with his fans. We're about to, yeah, we did cross 76 now. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Let's see. No, it's not yet. It's not a 77K yet. I mean, you could see it in some places, but that's not the real number. We just got over 70, just barely over 76 is what we've done so far. Nothing over, not even close yet. Not even a 76 and a half yet. Big O, the doctors worked. The nurse missed my vein placed in my bicep and shattered it with the anesthesia to leak in my bicep. Ew. That sounds nasty, bro. Alex Brown says, "Oh, I'm asking for informative purposes. What do we do to stop inflation and get?" Alex, I don't think there's. I'm not an economist, but I don't think there's any stopping this train anymore. What's happened with the last four presidents has taken it completely out of whack. So I don't think you're. Do me a favor, pull up on the website there, World Debt Clock, and it'll come up, and then let's show it to my man here, Alex Brown, and I'm going to show you something. You can look it up yourself. It's like World Debt Clock, pretty much. Let me see. Um, is that? Yep, that's it right there. That's it. Pull that one up. So this is a clock that is currently running right now to show you our debt. Okay, we are paying more and more debt just in our interest on our debt. We're not even approaching our debt. We're just paying the interest on our debt. We can't even pay our debt. We put it this way. Let me explain something to you, Alex. Because what was this other fool that doesn't know shit about shit? Um, Uber Beaner. Okay, they collect the taxes every month from us. All the taxes collected from everything. 63% of that money collected goes just to pay for the interest on our debt. That's before schools and teachers and firemen and police and our military and our streets and Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security and all that stuff. So after they've collected all of our taxes, all that money, 63% of it goes directly to pay our interest on our debt. Not our debt, just the interest. 63% of it. The rest is left to pay for everything else. And then what do we have to do to pay everything else after that? Print. There's no way we can produce it, bro. There's no way any of them can produce it. Look at USA, look at China, look at Japan, look at Germany. I've been telling you that. I get it, dude. I'm a sports guy, so why would I know anything? And I'm an idiot and all that kind of stuff and all that. Well, look at what's going on in the world. They're all printing all their. It doesn't matter if it's the German mark, doesn't matter if it's the yen, doesn't matter if it's the ruble, if it's the euro, if it's the dollar. It's all dying. It's all dying because everybody's just they're just piling on more and more debt. Look at that. Look at all the countries. Look at their debt. They just keep building and building that debt. And guess who pays for all of that? You guys do. Our kids do. Our kids are going to pay for all of that. You know, just all right. Also, to add inflation, the prices for goods and services workers will bargain for better pay, and firms will begin to increase prices. Oh, for sure, for sure. Our government, like we have too big of a government. Now it's going to shrink. You know, some of that is good. Some of that is good because we have way too much. We spend way too much on too many things. So some of that does need to be trimmed, but it's going to go now to an extreme. You understand? The left goes to a crazy extreme, and then the right goes to another crazy extreme. You know what I mean? So it's just There's never really any balance. It's just the way it is. But hey, America spoke. It's just the way it goes. Let's see what else. I'm a fairly young man, and I think a problem with my generation is we don't even down we know any more to do. Alex, nobody really, people my age don't understand what's going on. Because most people don't follow politics. Most people don't follow finances. Most people don't follow the dollar. They don't follow the foreign relations on what's going on in trade, what's really going on, who's dumping our debt. Like China has dumped our debt like it's going out of style. And we have to end up buying back that debt, which then increases our debt. These are all things that the average person doesn't look at any of that stuff. They don't look at how much gold is being bought by other countries and silver because their dollars and their currencies are dying and they know. So they've got to tie their money to commodities, to Bitcoin, to Ethereum, to gold, to silver, because if the currency is dying and losing value, then the commodity only goes up in price. But it takes you more of that paper money in order to get that commodity. That's what I was telling you. It's not that your house that was worth 300,000 now it's worth 650. Oh, it's valued more. No, it's not that it's valued more, dude. It's that the dollar's worth less. It's an illusion they play with you. And then they charge you more taxes for something that's really not worth what it really is. And then you've got to come up with more of that paper money to pay for those taxes. It's a scam like no other, dude. And Alex, as a youngin', I apologize because our generations were incredibly stupid and we have buried your future. Well, Alex, you have a future. I don't know. Been saying it for years on the show, right? Don't have a savings account, have a Bitcoin account. But you didn't believe me then, right? So there we go. I didn't see this coming. I thought Harris was going to win. Translate to, I'm a effing retard. Yep, that's it. That's it. Big O, shrinking the government and expenses will help a little with inflation. It's not going to. No, Oscar. Oscar, bro, you don't listen to this show. You're on here all the time. You're asking 10,000 questions. You were muted yesterday, by the way. Don't even bother to send me another tweet again because I'll never see it. Just so you'll know. You. Yesterday he sends me a tweet. This is a guy that's on every day here on this platform. I don't have a lot of patience for ignorance, my brother. He sends me when he goes, "Hey Bitcoin, hey you shouldn't worry so much about the Bitcoin price every day." Do I worry about the Bitcoin price every day, or am I not the guy that says it's not about the micro, it's about the macro? I think I say that like 1,000 times. So Oscar, just so you'll know, my brother, you're like on double secret probation already with me. I'm not big on repeating myself, and I'm not big on people that I know are here all the time. And it's like, come on, bro. So enough. And nothing is going to tear down our deficit. Nothing. They're going to print for other things. While they take away from this, they add for that. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's just ridiculous stuff. Put it this way. I'll give you an example. Again, I don't care about either side. Okay. Trump printed 8 trillion. Biden printed 8 trillion. Now there's a difference. Trump promised a what's it called? Infrastructure bill. Oh, we're going to repair the bridges, all that kind of stuff and all that. He never did it. So he printed 8 trillion, but he didn't do an infrastructure bill. This guy printed 8 trillion, but he did the infrastructure bill. That is helping some bridges and all that. And again, I'm not a Biden guy. Okay? He said he was going to do something and eliminate Obamacare and do healthcare. Never did it. Said he was going to build a wall and make Mexico pay. Didn't do it. So what did you do with the 8 trillion? Did you do anything productive with the 8 trillion? Did you build anything productive? You didn't do an infrastructure bill. You didn't say Obamacare was terrible. You didn't repair it. Now 30 million people are on it. It's actually productive for people. I don't use it, but apparently it is for 30 million. So what are you going to do? So they're going to print anyways, and they're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff with it, and they don't really do anything for the people in the end. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't care, but bottom line, neither one does anything for you, and they're just going to bury you. And to think they're going to pay anything on the deficit, they can't overcome the interest. See, you're not very smart when I tell you all the taxes are collected and 63% of it goes to the interest only. That's pretty bad, dude. So if all the money you and your wife make at the end of the month, and 63% of it went to just interest on credit cards, could you live on the 37% left? But that's all right. Why don't you print more? You can't? I thought you have a printer at home. Don't you guys? You mean we don't have printers at home? You mean if we had to pay 63% of the money we made every month to interest in credit cards, and we can't live on the 37% left to feed our families and pay all the bills, we can't print no more, Sean, you're telling me? Damn.
My money printer is like the McDonald's ice cream machine.
Broken all the time. There's an analogy for you, just so you know where we're at. Just think about that. 63% of all your total income goes to just the interest in your credit cards. And now you've got to live and pay everything else off in life with the 37% that's left. They can print, you can't. But hey, I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. I'm an idiot. Do you think Polkadot will? Yeah, dude. I think Polkadot will 10x in this bull run for sure. Oh yeah, it's gonna grow, dude. Yeah, it'll grow. It's just one of those things. You gotta be patient with it. You know what I mean? I have Polkadot too. I love Polkadot. It's there. It's stashed. I'm waiting, just like you. Double secret. Now we all know exactly. I mean, the dude sends in some doozies. It's like he doesn't even pay attention to what the hell's being said, and he's on all the time, bro. Chris Johnson in Cali, Dow Jones, yeah, had its best. Is it only in 2 years, Chris? I see that. I don't know. You might know more than I do. It just seems like, wow, it would be a lot longer than what was it, 1,500? The last time I checked. Where's it at right now? Yeah, 1,550. Wow, only 2 years. I thought you were going to tell me like something like 10 would be. That's what I would think. Man, that's impressive. Printing a crap ton of money doesn't help inflation. No, it's the ultimate killer to it, bro. The other support's raising tariffs. Yeah, it's all going to be you raise the tariff, that raises the prices for us. We're not going to win either way, bro. I keep trying to tell you. I just don't play the cheerleader thing for Democrats or Republicans. I just don't care. I really don't. I just don't care. Prefer investing and just pay off the principal. Yep. The price of energy has a huge effect on raw materials, manufacturing, processing, and transporting costs. Yeah, it's not going to save you. That's the other thing. It goes the other way. What are you going to do? then over drill and lower the tank the price of oil. Woo, they're not going to like that. Come on, bro. They got to grease those people, literally. You think that's the game they're going to play? All of a sudden, they're going to drill to bring the barrel down to $50, right? Is that what you think? No, dude, they're not going to do that. Come on. Don't be facetious. Karoon, who would have thought that Swift and Eminem? It's like I tweeted out yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. If you follow me on Twitter at Big O Show, let's see. Where is it here? Here we go. Trump beat Kamala, Beyonce, Swift, Eilish, Springsteen, J-Lo, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Eminem, Mumford & Sons, Bad Bunny, James Taylor, Stevie Nicks, Willie Nelson, Cardi B, and a ton more, bro. De Niro, all kinds of, just so many other people. And it shows you, right? Like nobody really gave a shit that, this star, that star was going for her. Yeah. So it wasn't about Trump. Really, Trump's the beneficiary of it, right? And the Trumpies, because they love him, right? But it was more about they were tired of them. They were tired of this act. That's what America said to Biden and to Harris. And they said, nah, she's an extension of what you've done, and I've gone through hell. And even though the last two presidents have contributed to it, people don't look at it that way. They look at it at the moment. They're prisoners of the moment. And right now, those are the people that they're targeting. And they said, screw that. We're changing. I don't care what this crazy bastard says. I'm going to vote for him because whatever he's going to do will probably be better than what these people are doing to me. And they don't know, but that's just the way it goes. And it was just America said, we're tired of Biden and Harris, and we're tired of these people and their ways and their rules and everything else. And that's it. It was just a clear ass message. And it wasn't so much, we want Trump. And it wasn't really about that. It was just, it didn't matter who the Republicans pretty much put out there. I thought the other way. I thought that the Republicans put out the wrong guy because he was saying all that crazy stuff. But America is so pissed at this moment that they didn't even listen to his rhetoric. They don't even care. They don't even know about Project 2025. They didn't even pay attention or anything like that. And if he does start putting all that shit in there, they're going to freak out. But they just didn't want those people. That's the clear message, dude. They did not want anything to do with the old man and Harris. Nothing to do with them. That's it. That was the message. And they would pick a turd if it was running against them. That's what ended up happening. So, Chris Duquette says his money printer's broke. See, Chris, there's something going on here. We don't have printers and they do. That's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Let's see. Need the horn when O puts on the shades. Let's go to 76. How much do you think Ethereum will get to? I think to 10,000. No less than 7, but I think it goes to 10 Ethereum. I'm a big Ethereum guy too. I love Ethereum. So I expect Ethereum to blow up now. All of this, remember, we're going to get regulations now. And we're going to get regulations a lot faster with Trump than we would with Harris. It would have dragged on because you have this stupid idiot Elizabeth Warren in the middle of now you just kick Elizabeth Warren to the side. You tell Janet Yellen to get lost. You tell Gary Gensler, get the hell out of here. So now you're going to have, and they control the Senate and the House. So they're going to push through the regulations for altcoins and the ETFs. Okay, get your asses on. I'm not a financial advisor, but Ethereum is still cheap right now for those of you entry in Ethereum. By the way, you can stake it and get 4 to 5% in different places like Exodus. So you can have it working for you. Ethereum and Solana. Solana's already moved. but it's gonna climb several $100s. So, and the ETFs for Ethereum and Solana are going to blow up once the regulations kick in. And those regulations will kick in after he gets inaugurated. Cynthia Loomis and all those people that know crypto in the Republican Party that have been fighting for crypto for the last few years, they will then have all the rules in place to get it to get the laws in place. And then, oh my God, the billions and billions that's going to be injected into it is going to be crazy. So, again, I talked to you for years about getting in early for some other things like Bitcoin. You could have gotten in on Ethereum when it was at 900 or 1100 or 1200 or 1300 when I was talking to you about it, but it's still at a terrific price. It was at 4400. I think 4700 was its high, and it's right now around 26. So it is a bargain right now. So, and stake it, so you're also earning interest, which is key. Okay. Let's see. About 6 months ago, you gave us a list of altcoins to watch, and do you have a new list coming up anytime soon? I haven't made one, but I will we are at 76,416, baby. 76,416. Whoa. Let's go to 77, bro. Holy crap. The amount of people thinking, but I will come up with a list for you. Okay. The amount of people thinking reducing government and decentralizing the economy is going to reduce debt and inflation is ridiculous. Amen, Dolphins. The whole point of the Constitution was so the government could collect tax revenue. Yep. But remember, we had a guy before that had it at a 0% tax, 0% rate for like 10 years. That's not good business as a country. They gave that guy the Nobel Prize. We gave a guy that ran the country the wrong way the Nobel Prize. You got to run some. You got to have some taxes, but you can't tax too much. And that's the problem, dude. One sometimes doesn't tax enough. The other one taxes too much. We never get the middle, dude. We never get the middle. So, but anyway, what are you going to do? I'm just ready for this to turn into The Walking Dead. Yeah, I'm just ready to move forward now. And I'm glad this is over with and we can move forward and deal with it. And it is what it is. Trump's the president. Move on and survive. That's all we can do. Let's see. Sneak Attack says, Big O, you are the man. Started on this Bitcoin journey with you a few years back. I have officially 3x my money. Me being happy is an understatement. Thank you, Sneak Attack. You should be 3x easily. Yeah, man. Definitely. Because those of us that stuck with it, bought the dips along the way, they're like, oh, it took off. Oh, it retracted 20%. I'm selling. No, I'm buying. It went 20%. Boom. When it went to 73, it's high. And then it went all the way to 49 or 59. If you didn't take that as a sign to buy and you took it as a sign to sell, you're not a real investor. You're Mickey Mouse. That's all. But the person that bought it and then said, oh, 49, I'm buying even more, and 50 and 40 and 52 and 55, and I'm going to keep buying. I'm going to keep buying because it's going to go to 73 and surpass 73. Because I've heard Orlando say that many times. Oh, my God, here we are, 76,287 right now. Wouldn't you know? It went back to 73.7. It surpassed it. Now we're at 76.2. So what do you do when it gets to 100,000 or 103,000 and it drops to 81? What do you do, Sean, when it drops to 81 from 103? You buy. Why? Because it's going to get back to 103 and surpass 103. But if it went down 81, it just gave you 20%. It's up to you, moron, to take it. You don't want to take it. I can't help you. You're not very good at math. And so people like Sneak Attack 305, who's at 3X, he's very good at math. He understands. I don't buy when it's pumping. I buy when it's dipping. Now, if you're a rookie, you buy now because you just buy and sit, wait, stay the cycle, stay the course, ride it, and you'll be fine. Okay, this hour of the Crypto Bro Show is brought to you by R&M Contractors. Ray and Mike, they know how to get it done, baby. Complete remodel, kitchen upgrades, waterproofing, terrace, balcony. That is so important in today's world. Holy crap. This waterproofing is something I never knew about, and they do it, and it's an amazing thing. You see the videos on it. It's pretty cool because if you do have a leak in your house or something, you don't want it going down to the bottom floor or the next floor under and creating more problems for your neighbors and for your insurance company and more hassles. Now they know how it works and keep it sealed, and they also make sure it drains properly. So call R&M Contractors for those of you that live in condos, interior, exterior paint. Hey, they do it all. Drywall, level 5 finish. R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall. Tell them that Big O sent you. 305-345-3649.
This is the Big O Show.